As Gulfstream continues to refresh its product line with new business jets like the G700, the 800 and the 400 models, the manufacturer feels vindicated in making these major investments by a rising tide of demand that appears to be lifting its entire portfolio and in markets right across the globe.
We're seeing a high level of demand for Gulfstream products. We started to see that demand in the fourth quarter of 2020. That continued throughout 2021 and here into 2022. So our sales team is busy. We're seeing great demand, and we're excited for what the year is going to bring to us here in the fourth quarter. Here in the U.S., that's a busy market for us, but also in Europe, including some good activity in Eastern Europe, which might surprise a few people right now, but good activity throughout Europe. Middle East is very busy for us right now, as is Southeast Asia. So our presence in Southeast Asia is growing pretty significantly. Lots of activity in the region, and we are bolstering our sales team in Southeast Asia to be able to handle that additional demand right now. So good demand signals across the globe right now for us.
The US company is boosting its sales force to respond to interest from new buyers in countries that have not previously been private aviation hotspots. Places like Malaysia and Vietnam, for instance. And the new demand doesn't always seem to be following the traditional market pattern in which customers work their way up the aircraft food chain.
As wealth continues to grow around the globe, I see our percentage of sales to first-time buyers continuing to be strong. That has grown significantly over the past few years. In fact, in 2020, 21, this year in 2022, first-time buyers are accounting for a larger percentage of our order book than we've ever seen in the past. So very encouraging sign for us, and very interesting fact about those first-time buyers is quite a few, their first aircraft ever owned is a G650. So it's not just at the lower end of the product line, the shorter range end of the product line, but it's been all through the product line, including the G650.
Well, more aircraft sales means more aircraft to build and more to maintain and support. And so Gulfstream and its parent company General Dynamics have held their nerve and continued to invest in these areas throughout the pandemic period. And now that faith seems to be bearing fruit.
Just in the last 3 years, we've invested in and opened 6 new facilities. We opened in 2019 in Appleton, Wisconsin, the facility we're in today in Savannah, Georgia, and in Van Nuys, California. We opened in 2020, we opened our Farnborough facility just outside of London, and Palm Beach in South Florida. And then we continue to open new facilities. We just announced the grand opening of our Dallas Alliance Fort Worth facility in Fort Worth, Texas. We're moving some of our operations from Love Field over to Alliance. And then we announced in October of last year that we're bringing Mesa on as our new West Coast hub. That facility, we've already had our groundbreaking. We'll bring that facility online late next year. And we're already operating out of some existing hangar space there. And also we've got some new announcements coming up. We're going to be opening a new component repair and overhaul facility also in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, right around DFW. That will add to our existing infrastructure, both in our service centers and our existing repair facility in Lincoln, California.
And this commitment to back up customers extends far beyond Gulfstream's domestic market, with new support capability in previously underserved countries.
We look around the world and where else do our customers need us? So we're already able to leverage our jet aviation footprint in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And then we use our authorized warranty facilities to fill any gaps and to look where the aircraft fleet is really growing. We've seen tremendous success with aircraft sales and operations in West Africa. So we're pleased and excited to welcome ExecuJet Nigeria as the latest authorized warranty facility to the Gulfstream network.
Sometimes the product support mission extends to resolving problems, such as the recent crosswind landing restrictions that the FAA imposed on the G500 and G600 aircraft. Software fixes were quickly devised and implemented by the end of September.
We looked at how do we make it as most convenient as possible for our operators, so we set up a couple of fly-in locations essentially, where we could stage equipment and technicians and make sure that we were ready to support those aircraft. We brought aircraft in from all over the world to those 3 locations. We're also leveraging, again, all of our service centers, our jet aviation sister sites, and again, by the end of the month, I think we'll probably have 90% or more of that fleet fully updated and operating without any of the prior AD restrictions.